So akala natin si Cinderella ay classic rags to riches story lang na may magic at love story, diba? Pero sa Brothers Grimm version, grabe sa pagiging dark ng story. Wala pong fairy godmother, wala ring glass slipper at cute na mice. What she had, isang punong kahoy sa puntod ng nanay niya at mga ibong marites na may vengeance. So let's dive in. Hi guys, Apple here and welcome to my series called Dark Origins of Famous Fairy Tales, where I share with you the dark, weird, and somehow gory versions ng mga paborito mong childhood stories. Hindi to Disney hindi din ito bedtime story. Ito yung version na hindi kinukwento sa'yo ng teacher mo sa grade 1. But fair warning, these stories are based on real history, twisted folklore, at minsan medyo disturbing pero lagi tayong may mapupulot na aral sa dulo. So, handa ka na ba? Let's turn the page and enter the dark side of your childhood favorites. So quick disclaimer guys, this is a mix of historical research, Brothers Grimm's original version at yung modern retellings natin, all compiled into one video for storytelling purposes. So kung may na-miss ako o may alam ko sa story na to, just comment down below. Disney gave us the classic, diba? Isang mabait na babae, inaapi ng stepmother and stepsisters. So boom, may fairy godmother, gown, pumpkin carriage, glass slipper. Nakita sila ng prince, naiwan ng sapatos, sinanap siya, happy ending, sweet, perfect. We know the drill guys. Una sa lahat, sa original German version, ang pangalan niya ay Aschenputtel. Asche means ash. Kasi after mamatay yung nanay niya, ginawa siyang katulong sa bahay ng tatay niyang walang backbone. Yung stepmother at dalawang anak nito, grabe sa pang-aapi guys. As in, pinaglalabas siya, pinaglilinis, tapos pinapatulog sa tabi ng fireplace kaya lagi siyang madungis. Thus, Ash Girl. Guys, walang fairy godmother as in zero sparkle. Ang meron, punong kahoy na tinanim ni Aschenputtel sa puntod ng nanay niya gamit ang luha niya. Yes, emo queen si Auntie Porda. Araw-araw dinadalaw niya yon, tapos umiiyak siya doon. Tapos may mga ibon doon, which is yung white birds na laging dumadating at tumutulong kapag may hiling siya. So when the royal ball was announced, nagpray siya sa puno. So boom, ang ibon ang nagbigay ng gown at golden slippers sa kanya. So, hindi lang one night affair ang ball. 3 gabi to guys. And each night, nag-effort si Aschenputtel sa kanyang outfit. So, gown, golden slippers, queen behavior. So, each night, nasashock yung prince sa kanya. Every night, tumataka siya before malaman ng prince kung sino siya. Until the 3rd night, nung iniwan niya yung sapatos sa hagdan dahil pinahiran ng glue ng hari yung steps. Now, eto na. The prince went house to house para hanapin kung kanino magkakasya yung sapatos. So, dumating siya sa bahay ni Aschenputtel. Siyempre, stepmom tried to finesse the system. Yung unang stepsister, sinubukang isuot. So, hindi kasya. So, anong ginawa ng nanay niya? Sabi ng nanay,
"What of your two? Di mo naman kailangan yan sa castle anyway."
And girl, she did it. Blood everywhere. But the prince didn't notice. Akala niya siya na. Hanggang sa may ibon na sumigaw na,
"There's blood in the shoe. The shoe is too small. The real bride is still at home."
So, boom, busted. Second stepsister tried next. This time, sabi ng nanay niya,
"Pupuli mo yun sa humukay mo yan."
So, she did. Ulit, nadali na naman ng ibon. Sabi ng ibon,
"There's blood in the shoe. The shoe is too small. The true bride awaits you still."
So finally, Aschenputtel tried the shoe and guess what? It fit perfectly. And the prince realized she's the one. Ito pa yung twist. Sa kasal ni Aschenputtel and the prince, invited pa rin ang mga stepsisters. Kunwari, nice sila, hoping to get on her good side. But, you know who didn't forget? Yung mga tweet-tweet. Yung mga ibon. Kasi pagpasok ng isang ibon, tinuka yung isang mata. Paglabas, tinuka pa yung isa. Yan, karma is a bee. Karma is a bird. Blinded for life sila. Grabe yung karma sa Grimm version, guys. So, I know, guys, what you're thinking. Apple, ba't ganito naman ka-intense yung kwento? Kasi, guys, nung panahon ng Grimm Brothers, kinagamit ang fairy tales para turuan ang mga bata ng moral lessons. Pero, through fear. Yung mga bata noon, hindi nila tinutulugan yung bedtime story. Kinukuryente sila ng trauma. And during that era, women were raised to compete for marriage even if it meant sacrificing literal parts of themselves like dignity o katawan. Kaya yung sapatos, symbol siya ng conformity. Kung hindi ka magkasya sa ideal mold, sorry na lang. So guys, what's the Moralization of today's story. Don't bleed just to fit into someone else's idea of perfect. Diba? Yung stepsisters, they force themselves like literally and emotionally into something na hindi para sa kanila. Pero tingnan nyo si Cinderella, she stayed kind, patient, and trusted her timing. Hindi siya nagpaka-fake, kaya siya pinili. Yan, so if may goal ka, love life man yan or career, if it requires you to hurt yourself just to belong, baka hindi yan ang para sa'yo. Yung meant kasi para sa'yo, magkakasya nang hindi ka nasasaktan. And when it's your time, no one can steal your spotlight. And trust me, mas maganda yung ending kapag ikaw talaga yung pinili. Guys, ano masasabi niyo dun sa mga chararat na stepsisters? Deserve ba nila? Or sobra naman yung ginawa ng mga birds? Anong fairy tale yung gusto niyo i-debunk natin next? Comment down below. And don't forget to follow, like, share, and save. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!